The last couple of weeks for me have been manic. The waiting list for a normal driving test is 2 years in London. I can't figure out whether this makeup looks good or terrible. And the property prices are so much cheaper. Like, morning. Today is a self-care day. I don't think I've ever actually filmed a video like this. And I haven't filmed a video in a little while because the past couple of weeks have been manic. I'll talk to you more about that later on in the video. Plan for the day is I need to go to the gym, come back, have a bath, wash my hair, do my nails, film a self-tape. We'll see what else I can fit in. This is the current state of it. Yeah, my hair needs a wash. It feels so dry after I don't wash it for a long time. That's the one thing about having curly hair, is that instead of getting greasy when it hasn't been washed for a while, you don't need to wash it as much, but also it just feels so dry. It feels like it needs a good deep conditioning. Let's get my gym clothes on. Can't be bothered, but I know it's going to make me feel better. Also, I've woke up with I feel like I've scratched my eye while I've been asleep. So every time I blink, there's like a sharp scratch in my right eye, which is really irritating. I don't think I've got anything in there. I've put eye drops in there. But if you see me blinking with one eye, I'm not winking at you. I'm getting a lot of pain in my right eye. Yeah. The outfit's on, although I always make the same mistake and end up getting deodorant all over my top. This top's from Halara, really good quality stuff that they've got, and these shorts, I don't know if you can see, are from Amazon. Just gonna shove my hair up. Honestly can't stand the texture of it right now. Now I'm gonna pop some creatine tablets, which I find really help with my energy when I go to the gym. Could be totally psychological. I actually don't know the science behind it, but whenever I'm feeling a little bit unmotivated, I have some creatine, go to the gym, and end up doing way longer than I originally thought I would. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to the gym. Teeth brushed. Wearing this denim jacket was a mistake. It's really warm. It's actually Bank Holiday Monday today, and it feels pretty quiet and peaceful around here, which is nice for my self-care day. It is painfully busy at the gym. Oh, bank holidays. Best tasting protein powder is this clear protein powder from My Vegan. Is it called My Vegan? I think so. It's raspberry mojito flavour, and it doesn't taste like protein powder. Gonna have this, a little snack, get in the bath, wash my hair. I'll see you after. Before and after. There we go. Got my nails done. Okay, it's now much later. I think it's like 5. I've had my bath. I've washed my hair. It feels so much better. It's still damp. I've done my nails. They're a little bit messy, but they look better. I've done them red for this self-tape because it's 80s. And I just thought I'd chat to you while I do my makeup. I'm running out of time and my nails are still slightly wet or not dry. So I'm going to be doing everything like, you know, and I'll probably end up ruining them all anyway. But yeah, I feel much better after having my pamper. I'm going to do a bit of very like basic 80s style makeup look. Not going to go too crazy because it's just a self-tape. I'm using this Ekin-Su Radiant Glow. I wish I had it a little bit darker. I've just got that on my bedsheet. But I do really enjoy using this. I kind of don't use much foundation, but this does tend to just even out my skin tone and give me that radiant glow, as the bottle says. I'm just going to spread this all in with some moisturiser. And then just because I am doing a self-tape, I can't look too shiny because the camera will really pick up on that. So I'm going to use some of my Fenty Beauty powder just to kind of dull down the shine a little bit. So yeah, the last couple of weeks for me have been manic. Where do I start? So we put an offer in on a flat in Folkestone. So we were thinking of moving out of London. And then the offer got accepted. We were like a whole month into paperwork. And then they did a damp and timber survey, came back with loads of damp, and the seller decided not to sell the property. So we had that one fall through, which was disappointing. In hindsight, I am glad because I don't want to buy a property that is full of damp. But obviously that was a bit gutting. Then I made a short actually about this. I have been trying to, well, I've been learning to drive recently. Getting a driving test in the UK is so difficult. The waiting list for a normal driving test is 2 years in London. Can't find anything before 2 years, which is just crazy. So I mean, I've learned how to drive about 8 years ago, and I did a test then, and then I've been on my Vespa ever since. So I didn't actually need that many hours. I think I had 10 hours, and then I had a test booked through my driving instructor, which is the only way that you can get an earlier test date these days. And it cost me £230. I turned up. I love this blush, by the way. It is from Benefit. It's Terra from Benefit. I'm doing quite a lot of blush because 80s. Turned up for my driving test and it was cancelled. So someone, basically the driving instructor knows someone. I guess the way they do it is they buy loads of tests and they sell them on for like quadruple the price, which that is its own problem in and of itself. And then somehow someone managed to cancel my driving test. So I literally turned up, imagine this, I've been up since like 4, so nervous all week before. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was so nervous. Turn up, had an hour lesson before. Also, my driving instructor pulled out on the week of my test because his car needed too many things doing with it. So I had to find another driving instructor, do a couple of lessons with her in a new car on the week of my test, turn up to my test, and it was cancelled. It was cancelled. So I was so annoyed about that. Then I had to go through the whole process of trying to get a refund, which I did manage to do. And then booked another one with my current driving instructor. Then in between that and my driving test that I actually did, my Vespa got stolen from outside my flat, which I was so sad about. We were away over the weekend, came back on Sunday. I didn't notice it missing, and I usually look out for my Vespa, so I feel like I would have noticed it missing. And then on Monday evening, I looked out of my window and I was like, where's my Vespa? Ran out into the street, racked my brain thinking, could I have parked it somewhere else? Like, what the hell? Gone. Yeah, which was sad because I've had that for 6 years. That was my baby. I loved riding my Vespa. So that was just another thing that I was just like, oh, now I have no way to get around. That's a lot of money just down the drain. I just spent an awful lot of money on like fixing it up, getting the MOT, getting another CBT, getting the insurance. Like, oh, absolute, like, the way people can just do that and not think about how it affects the people that they're stealing from. People who steal from other people, I don't get it. So I was gutted about that. In between that, I had loads of like self-tapes and jobs that I auditioned for and just didn't hear anything back from. It's really quiet in the industry right now. I think I might go for purple. That's 80s, right? Around my eyes. Yeah, so yeah, it's been really quiet. I haven't had much work at all. So worrying a little bit about money because there's lots of strikes going on, mostly in America with actors and writers at the moment. But obviously it's affecting the work here massively as well. So as if the industry isn't hard enough, there is currently loads of jobs on hold and just not happening at the moment. So the auditions are few and far between, which is a little bit worrying when I don't have another job. And I'm trying to buy a flat. I actually have no idea what I'm doing with my makeup, but I'm going to grab this eyeshadow palette and maybe do like a purple, like, what's it called? Eye, look. Oh my god, what's it called? Like a shadow eye. No. Smoky eye, a purple smoky eye. That's what it's called. That's what I'm going to go for this self-tape. A little bit fun, why not? Very rarely do my makeup these days, so if I have a self-tape that comes through that, you know, I can do a fun makeup look with, then why not? Luckily, I did get another driving test booked and I passed. I passed it, which I really wasn't convinced that I was gonna pass at all. I had that on Wednesday. It's now Monday the next week. And the whole reason why I was doing my driving test is because my mum's gonna get an automatic car and I'm gonna have her old one. So at some point I will be able to get a car, which is kind of like bittersweet. Kind of, I mean, good timing considering I've just had my moped stolen. So that is, you know, one good thing that's happened over the past couple of weeks, but all in all, it has been a bit of a struggle. So we're in the process of trying to buy somewhere in Folkestone, which I will do videos about. Let me know if you'd like to see like moving content, if you give me a comment or a thumbs up to this video. But But I'm not going to say too much until it's like set in stone at this point, because I'm just worried it's all going to fall through again. But we do have another option that we're trying to go for now, which is good. I can't figure out whether this makeup looks good or terrible. I think probably somewhere in between. That was an 80s brow. Definitely not the sort of brows that I usually do. I might do them a little bit thinner. As in, just not fluff them up as much. Oh shit. Just very slapdash with my makeup. A bit thinner than I usually would, a little bit darker. But yeah, this industry is definitely not for the faint-hearted or like, overly anxious, even though I am definitely overly anxious. Because I just don't know when my next job's going to be, and that can be quite scary, especially when I'm trying to do something as big as buy a flat. The reason we thought of Folkestone, I mean, it's never been on my radar, but I have a few friends that live there. I went to visit to view a flat and I just fell in love with the place. It's 55 minutes into London, because we will still need to come into London, so really doable transport wise. And the property prices are so much cheaper. Like, I will do a whole video about prices and show all of the properties that I've viewed at some point, but the price difference is just insane. And I'm quite up for living by the sea, in the fresh air, in a flat that me and Johan have bought, so can do anything to in terms of like decoration and stuff. I'm quite looking forward to that. What else do I need? Mascara, a big bunch of mascara. I'll blend out my eyeshadow a little bit more and I'll do a red lip. Now, my lashes, since using UK Lash regularly, are so good. I'll give you a close-up when I'm done. They're so long. I don't think my lashes have ever been this long. They literally look like fake lashes. I'm really happy with them. Definitely recommend UK Lash. I've used Revitalash before, which I had really good results with as well. But UK Lash is cheaper, so, and the results speak for themselves really. Although I do have one eye that has much better lashes than the other one. This one I had an operation on when I was younger, just to remove a sty that turned into like a cyst on my eye, and I've had a gap in my lashes ever since. It's definitely less noticeable, but the lashes just like end up growing in really weird directions on this eye. I don't know that you can really see because of the eyeshadow, but they are super, super long. I love them. Let me do my hair, do my lips, get on whatever outfit that I decide to wear, and I'll see you then. This is my kind of slightly 80s inspired look that I've gone for my self-tape. And the makeup. Look something like this. I've just slapped it on. It just feels so wrong to be putting on like a full face of makeup when I've just had a bath and I'm trying to do like self-care day. But here we are. Finally done with my self-tape. That took a while. There was an awful lot of bloopers, which I might actually put at the end of this video. Definitely just straight back into my pyjamas. I'm surprised I've kept my makeup on. I've taken my red lipstick off, but I'm keeping the rest of my makeup on just in case I have to refilm something, which has happened before and I've had to put a whole nother face of makeup on. But yeah, that is the end of this very chilled out self-care day, self-tape day video. Hope you enjoyed it. I haven't done one of these sorts of like vlog style videos in a while, so do let me know if you'd like to see more of this sort of stuff. I mean, I love watching vlogs and day in the lives and yeah, just chatty videos like that really. But let me know, yeah, let me know if you like this style of video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would really, really appreciate that. And I'll see you in my next video. Roll the bloopers. Next up on the gifts. No. This is annoying.